since before the holidays to try to improve my life, make me more of a sophisticated lady. You guys know I've been on this journey for a couple of years now, baby steps, okay? But I found some things that I think are going to elevate the way that I live, the way that I organize things, or just use things in general, whatever. So I'm starting out in my closet. Listen, I'm just trying to find solutions to my everyday problems. What was that noise? Did you hear it? Oh, it was this, the little hook to hold it. Okay, so I found this little doohickey, which now I have no idea what this is because it comes with a hanger attached. And I figured this might help me organize my leggings. I probably have a couple too many leggings over here. And the bin situation is really working out in terms of like putting my clothes away. I can't even hold them all, it's ridiculous. What it really needs to happen is a slight declutter of my leggings because not all of them fit me. And when I work out in some of them, they like, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go through them. And I found this, someone was sharing it on like, I don't know, social media somewhere. And I thought, that's a great idea. I can just pop my leggings in there. I also found another one that I almost got it, like hung the leggings on a clip. And I was like, I don't know if I'll do that, and I kind of don't even know if I'll roll my leggings up and put them away every time, but here's to hoping. And then I found another organizational tool that I think it was made for scarves, but you kind of just like pop it on there. And I was like, oh, maybe I could use that with leggings too. But this is the one I settled on, so let's find out if it is practical. I'm not even sure how many leggings I own. This thing holds 20. I think I have more than 20 leggings. But I love them all. All right, I even tried to be a sophisticated lady today and get dressed, but I'm like sweating already. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, it looked way cuter when someone else shared it. Okay. I couldn't tell you the last time I wore these, but they're dirty. I do like this color though. I think it'll just be easier for me to find the leggings in the morning when I want to wear a certain pair. I can, like, this is so much easier than sifting through a basket and making a mess that I inevitably won't clean up.
I love this idea so much, and I will say I have been putting my leggings back, but it's also the newlywed phase of this, you know what I mean, where I'm still excited that I have it. I'm still very intentional about putting things away because I'm like, okay, I gotta do this, you know? So check on me in 6 months to a year to see if it is still applying to my life and making things easier, because ultimately that's the goal. Whenever I get an organizational item, it's, you know, is this going to positively impact my life and essentially change it for the better? Because that's what we all need out of life, right? Not to say that like a leggings holder, I don't even really know what the purpose of this is actually. I don't know if it's supposed to be for leggings or whatever, but anyway, that's how it was promoted to me and I love it. All right, now that it's full of leggings, it looks a lot better. And it holds 20, which happens to be the exact amount that I own. Aside from this pile that I'm getting rid of because they're not my size.
I think the real test of this will be if I actually roll them up and put them away when I'm putting my clothes away. So I like how I can see, like, pick out what color I want, although it will be tricky. Clearly I have a color preference, but it will be tricky if I'm like, oh, I want these green ones in a certain brand, because, you know, sometimes they fit differently. So I don't know, what's the, don't mind the chaos, okay? What's the verdict? What's the conclusion? Do we love? Is it practical? I don't know if I like it. This next thing I found is one of my favorites. I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Like, look, first of all, judgment-free zone, okay? We watch and we don't judge. I made my bed. It's like I'm trying to be a sophisticated lady over here. Sophisticated lady. I couldn't hold it in. At least you can't see half of the junk that is on my nightstand. Ignore the crumbs, ignore the garbage. Feast your eyes on this, what's happening down here. A fire hazard is what this is. This is how I live my life. I can't live like this anymore. So I found a solution. This, okay, if this works, it might be life-changing. It's like an outlet doohickey. This box full of tons of outlets. It also has USB chargers on it, and the most amazing part is that it attaches to your bed frame. So there's not cords and wires hanging out everywhere. Well, that's the hope, right? So that's what I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna test it for you and make sure it's actually worth it. I will say it is barely thick enough to like fit under the frame of my bed. Maybe this is just my sign to get a new bed frame. Bedroom makeover, what? Okay, I don't even have to tighten it because it's so tight, completely loose. So there's something to say. And this is how thick my bed frame is, okay? So like 2 inches. By the way, if you don't know, sophisticated ladies don't need measuring tapes. The rule of thumb is from knuckle to knuckle, that's like 1 inch approximately. Wrist to elbow is 1 foot. I think 1 yard is your reach to your shoulder. And then if you're unaware, your wingspan is exactly how tall you are. Measure it. Just little random tidbits of knowledge. I'm full of them. Why is it so hot? Okay, so down here, I've got my sound machine. I've got my diffuser. I've got the baby monitor and my charger for my phone. It's all necessary. You know, my ring light just unplugged and I think the lighting actually looks better. One thing I do appreciate is that the plug to plug it in the wall is flat. It's flush. It's not this big bulky thing, so if I'm putting my furniture back up against it, I like that. I get it in, but I like it. Why is this so hard to get in? Sophisticated lady. All right, that's nice. Another feature that I like is that it has USB plugs. Woo! That's nice. I guess we will have cords hanging out everywhere. Okay, out with the old. Final verdict, okay? So there are still cords hanging out here, but I could gather them up and cinch them so that they're out of the way when I vacuum in this area, slash sweep, slash how often do I do that, let's be real. But I've also seen these clips that you can get off of Amazon and it kind of like clips the excess wires like to your desk or whatever. So I don't know how I feel about this one.
Let me tell you something. Alex came home and he said, want me to plug it in behind the bed so you don't have wires hanging everywhere? And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that or why I haven't done it before, but that would get all of the cords out of the way and not hanging from place to place. They would go behind the bed so they wouldn't be, you know, having that droop there. So I think that's the best solution overall. And I love it.
It is mostly off the floor and it's less of a fire hazard. So I guess that's a win. What's next? Lots of kitchen things coming up. I feel like this is where I live the majority of my life, just in the kitchen, cooking 500 times a day, and also cleaning it 700 times a day somehow. One problem area I have is my stovetop. I'll show it to you right now, and like this is what it looks like clean. I found this, highly recommended. Love that it comes with a razor. Could I be trusted with this? I don't know. I guess I'll show you before. Like at first glance, it's not so bad, right? But I have spots on here. Like you wouldn't look at this and be like, oh yeah, that's clean. Okay, I've got those spots, these spots. Like this is washed and cleaned. It's just like the permanent guck on there. Also over here, you know what I mean? So having a lot of trouble. Oh, and then that just, you know. I live in squalor, what can I say? So I read some good reviews on this one. It is a brand that I have a stainless steel cleaner in that I really enjoy. It came with scrubby pads and, ooh, for the deep cleaning. And then also a razor. So I'm just gonna go in, I think, with the razor first. And you know what I've used before? Ooh, even that is getting gunk up right away. But not really, like, because it's not gunky. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, I guess there is gunky coming up here. But sometimes I use my bench scraper, like that came off. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to do this to the entire oven. Ooh, I guess all we need is a nice razor blade. I wonder if I can use this on my legs. Usually this is what I use to like scrape everything off. Turns out it's not as sharp nor as effective as a proper razor blade. But even that, like, I don't know, it's not coming up. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give this a go. Just like squirt it out. How much do I use? I don't know. Sure, if I get this wet, I guess I should read the instructions. It's tough on grease and burnt on foods. That's what it is, burnt on crust. Streak free, it shines, and it protects. Okay. It says to start on a cool surface, so that's what I'm gonna do. It also tells me to like try it on just a section of the stovetop, but you know, that's what hair dye says too, like those at-home hair dyeing kits. And does anyone actually do that, or you just go in right away, you know? I also feel like that tidbit of information could be very useful, specifically when I was in high school and I tried to perm my hair. Well, I left the solution on way too long because I used to have pin straight hair. and it wasn't working. You know, I would take some out and it wasn't curly at all. So I was like, oh, I'll leave it in for another 20 minutes. What's the harm? Until like an hour and a half goes by and a huge chunk of my hair falls out, and I have to go through essentially like a year of high school with just like spikes. I had homecoming, I had prom, I had the side part before anyone else, okay? It was before Laguna Beach. I don't know about you, but I feel like this is working. I'm just saying, nowhere on the instructions did it say I needed elbow grease.
Let me also share that I have used different cleaning solutions for the stovetop specifically. Like, I know a lot of people say the pink paste or pink stuff. I think that's what it's called. Oh, it's a miracle stuff. And I'm like, okay, so I used it. I've used that before. I've used a lot of different cleaners. What I have found with, oh, what's the stuff that comes with the sponge? The Smiley sponge, Happy Scrub Daddy sponge, or whatever the heck it is. I like the mommy one because it's got a soft side, you know? But anyway, I've used it all. I feel like the game changer with this one was the scrubby pad that it came with, because essentially all the cleaning solution is very similar, let's be honest. And a lot of times I just clean with some dish soap and I feel like that's good enough. We don't need all the fancy stuff. But when it comes to cleaners, because they're all very similar, and saying that, I use a lot of like natural cleaners too, and I feel like they're just as effective as the pricey, but anyway, that's a conversation for another day. This one was fantastic, but I think the scrubby sponge and the holder really made the difference here, along with the razor blade maybe.
Well, I got in a workout and I cleaned my countertop. It's embarrassing how out of breath I am, but I'll show you the results. And you know, I would call this another win. So right away, it's not perfect, but it does look a lot better than it did, especially this middle burner up here. This is the one that gets the most action. You know, it's like what they don't tell you when you become an adult is that you're going to have a favorite burner, a favorite spoon, a favorite spatula, you know what I mean? This is a go-to. I could even probably scrub this one a little more, but overall, I think the results are really great. I think this is another win. This is something else that I feel like I've been seeing everywhere, and apparently it is supposed to keep your fridge smelling great for 10 years. So essentially it's an alternative to like putting baking soda in your fridge. I know, listen, I know. I actually don't even think we keep baking soda in the fridge. I don't know, does your fridge get stinky? Is it something that you should have in there all the time? This is as fresh as nature, and you only need to buy one of these every 10 years. But listen, my water filter, I go like 4 months overdue on that. So this will probably last me about 20 years. This is an odor removal box. I don't know what's inside. It's got CH cut aldehyde catalytic decomposition technology. Sounds impressive. I'm gonna be honest, I can barely read this. It protects your health by eliminating germs and odors in the refrigerator. It decomposes volatile chemicals like formaldehyde in your vehicle so you can put it in your car. That's cool. Remove both odors and TVOCs in your wardrobe and shoe cabinet. You buy one of these for every place in your house. Instant effect with no need for replacements once and for all. Oh, no need for replacements ever? Hey, Instagram steered me in the wrong direction. Car, wardrobe, toilet, shoes, refrigerator. Great. Boom. Sophisticated lady behavior. Let's move on. This one, I feel like is one of those like seen on TV products, which do we even have anymore these days? It's mostly like seen on Amazon, seen on Instagram, seen on social media somewhere. I'm gonna put this thing to the test. Apparently it is quick and easy and it thaws out your meat. Does that say in minutes? Quick and easy draws the cold in minutes. Cuts defrosting time. It has a non-stick surface. Defrost anything that's frozen. Okay, so it says defrost steaks in 25 minutes versus 1 hour naturally. I don't know about you, but my meat takes longer than 1 hour to thaw out. It is a special aluminum tray. It says it works in minutes? Typically what I do is I fill this little sink up with water and then, like in the beginning of the day, and I'll put my chicken or meat or whatever in there. But some days, not gonna lie, it happens more times than I wish to admit, I forget to take meat out. And then it's dinner time and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't take any meat out. So I feel like this will save me in those situations. Because 30 minutes is really not that long at all. Throw the kids in the bath for 30 minutes or like prep the rest of the stuff for 30 minutes. Which way does it go? I also don't like that I waste water in doing that. And this is without any electricity or anything like that. So I think it's really cool if it works. So to put it to the test, I've got some frozen chicken. So I guess frozen chicken is what's for dinner. I'll put one on this tray. I don't know that, I feel like I already heard something happening. I don't, like, what kind of technology is in that thing? And then I'm gonna put some, the way I would usually do it, and then check back in 20 minutes. Or 25 minutes, I guess. Is that all I do? Put on this, what is this made out of? No electricity, no batteries required, no chemicals, no microwave. I mean, is this made of magic? It's already thawing out right before my very eyes. I flipped it over just because I feel like it's more flat on that end. And then I filled my sink up the way I normally would. So let's put it to the test. Well, have I got some news for you? It's been 25 minutes and still frozen, rock solid. This could be a user error where I may have needed to take it out of the plastic. So I'm gonna do that. Just for reference, this one has been in the water and it's still frozen on the inside, but you can tell that the outside is a lot softer and ready to thaw out. Yeah, there's like floating tidbits in there, it's whatever. So I'm gonna give this one another try. I'm gonna take it out of the plastic and see if that helps. 25 more minutes. All right, start the timer. She's beauty and she's grace. 25 more minutes and still rock solid. Like, is there a power button I need to? I mean, this thing is freezing cold. And this down here is like basically thaw. So, sorry to say, whoever sold this to me on Instagram won. Like the bottom, I guess, is getting a little soft, but not really.
Not really, Josie.
You know what I mean? That sounds like a frozen piece of chicken. I tried to look back like maybe I did something wrong. I don't know, you guys, this is literally the only thing that came with it. Doesn't have any instructions. It just says you plop meat on it and it thaws out in 25 minutes. The lies it tells. I think in one of my first sophisticated lady organizational videos, I added this white, you can't see anything. I added this white shelf. That's pretty cool. I mean, clearly this is a little disheveled, but it has like a drawer and it comes out and it's really awesome. Except for it's a mess under here, so I need to clean it out. And I'll show you the shelf a little bit better. And then I also shared recently this garbage bag holder. Love this. I feel like it keeps it nice and fresh. It has a shelf up top so I can put things on it. And when I need a garbage bag, I just whip it out and it's good to go and it's nice and tidy. This time around, I got one of these and they come in a variety of colors. I thought I got pink, but apparently I got this color. It's massive. It will fit maybe almost the entire size under my sink. It's silicone, so like water, if it drips on it, it's not gonna ruin the wood underneath, which is something that I worry about, especially under this sink. We had something happen. We didn't know this sink was leaking for who knows how long, I don't even know. But there was a huge puddle under there when we finally found it. Some things had gotten ruined because they were sitting in water for who knows how long. And the wood underneath got a little warped. Thankfully, we have like this really big basket that was holding most of the water, so it didn't ruin everything. But I'm gonna try to avoid that happening in any other area. I'm trying to not get the sun on my face so you can see me, but it's just awkward all around. So I'm gonna tidy this crap up because what the heck is happening? And I'm gonna see if I even like the way that this looks. So I'll give you a little before shot here. Ooh,
How'd it get so bad under here is what people may ask me. Well, let me tell you why. It's just one day at a time where we just shove stuff under there. And I'm like, oh, let me shove it under here. Or I'll grab something from my laundry room, which is where I store some cleaning products, not all of them. And so I don't want to walk all the way back to the laundry room to put it away, all the 10 steps that it takes. So I'll just shove it under here real quick to deal with it at a later date. And, that later date creeps up on us after 6 months. I'm like, ooh, what happened under here? The real tragedy was hosting everyone at our house through the holidays, through all of the birthday party chaos, all of that. Oh my gosh, how lovely is that? But also every single person I've ever seen in my life is at my house. And I'm sure a ton of people have seen under my sink looking for garbage bags, looking to help clean something, looking for a garbage can, because a lot of people think we store the garbage can under our sink because I feel like that's a usual thing to do. But our garbage can is somewhat hidden. But, you know, at huge events like that, when we're hosting, we like to have a huge garbage can out. Like we got these wire ones I've shared. They're foldable. Anyway, they're easy to store, but it's just like a piece of wire or I don't know what it is. It's not plastic, but it's like why it's not wire. I don't know how to explain it, but you put the black garbage bag over it and it's fantastic. It's been like one of my favorite finds of the year. But we put those out. Some people don't see them or they're looking for an actual garbage. Anyway, so they look under our sink is what I'm getting at. And they saw the absolute mayhem, the destruction, the disarray, all of the above. And every time I was just like, ugh. And it's like when I opened these cabinets and I had them in frame, the cabinets where I opened them, you could see how just disgusting they were. And in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the worst. But like life goes on and not everything can be perfect all at the same time, all of the time, ever. For me, absolutely never. But I can do little bits and pieces at a time. So that's what I'm working on, you know? Today I'm cleaning underneath my sink. Tomorrow, maybe I'll clean my cabinets and they'll be clean for about a week before they are unclean again. I feel like in this house, I've cleaned my cabinets more times than any other house that I've ever lived in, ever. And when I moved in, I thought, oh, darker cabinets. These are going to be a breeze. They're never going to look dirty. No, they look dirty all of the time. Worse than white cabinets. I would probably almost guarantee you that. But anyway, maybe we need to paint our cabinets. Is that a sign? Anyway, I'm cleaning underneath the sink. It feels fantastic, but I will explain why I didn't put the mat on underneath. The Blue Land dishwashing tablets, I use those all the time. I'm currently looking for a Blue Land cleaning tablet, all purpose. I reuse a lot of the bottles, but oftentimes the cleaner that's inside is a Blue Land tablet because I have them on auto ship on Amazon. And I'm pretty sure I threw a couple away last time I got them from Thrive Market because they got mixed all in with all of the other like stuffing in the box. You know, they put like the packaging stuff. So anyway, that was awful. Well, I did get to tidy up under here, and I did show you some cool organizational things. Unfortunately, I didn't think this one through because I have a whole bunch of like, I don't know, plumbing stuff happening under there. So that wasn't going to work. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not. So I think this would be better under a bathroom sink or literally anywhere else except for the kitchen, unless you don't have a bunch of like random pipes and stuff. I don't know. Does everyone have that? Just me? Anyway, I am happy that I got some things tidied up down here. I think it looks nice. It looks fresh and I can hang my hat on that. Okay. I do have a spray bottle to fill up. And then other than that, I'm gonna put those in my laundry room. And I'm gonna put these where I store my hand soaps. This next one I have been really excited to try out. I love little snacking things like this. For preparing lunches, I've got a whole drawer full of, you know, containers and doodads. And this one is actually very similar to the one I'm about to show you, but somehow so different. And plus, these are really hard to come by. It's just a little compartment where you can take on-the-go snacks, really anything that you can think of. So like carrots and hummus, or cheese and crackers, or Nutella and pretzels, meat sticks and cubed cheese. The possibilities here are endless. I love that it comes with a lid. I love that they're compact, so I can make a ton of them and they don't take up a ton of room in my fridge. They don't take up a ton of room in the lunchbox either, which I pack my kids so much food. I feel like sometimes the containers are so bulky and it might not seem like that big of a deal. Like, oh, can you just grab some and put them in a Ziploc bag and then grab a container of hummus from like Costco if you buy them in bulk, the like single serving containers of hummus. Well, first of all, the hummus that they sell at Costco in those single serving containers, they only come in plain hummus. You can pick whatever hummus that you like. My favorite is the honey jalapeno hummus from Fresh Cravings, I think is the brand.
Literally so good. And they do sell something similar to this in like, you know, the deli area of your grocery store. For my grocery store, it's like where they sell the, you know, to-go food. It's like, oh, you wanna grab a boiled egg? That costs you $3 for one egg. Well, they also sell these, probably this brand, and you get like 4 pretzels and a tablespoon of hummus for like $6. And it's just crazy. So not only is it super customizable if I make them at home, it also saves me money, especially in the long run when I'm making these for all of my children, you know? When we're going on a family outing, I can just pop these open really quick. Oh, another good one is apples and peanut butter. That's like one of my kids' favorite these days. And when I pack it in their lunchbox, I just pack it in like 2 separate containers. Isn't the end of the world? But I feel like there's better ways to do it. This is my favorite combo. I love these pretzels. They're the buffalo wing pretzel crisp. And honestly, I don't think I could live my life without them. I do strive to be a sophisticated lady, but one of my favorite restaurants is Hooters. So, you know, I'm just gonna pack some pretzels in here. And when I have to run out the door and grab a quick snack, like usually I grab a meat stick, and that's great, but sometimes I want something different. And you can make these slightly healthier than whatever you're gonna pick up at like the concession stand at my kids' soccer game, you know? Here we go, the perfect little snack. Oh my gosh, I love these. These are so cute. This was such a great find. I feel like Amazon has so many things that I would love in my life, but it just hasn't been pushed to my algorithm yet. So probably for the best. This is perfect. Can easily stack it, easily store it. It doesn't take up too much space. I'm in love with this. A healthier option is probably carrots and hummus, but it's whatever. You know, one thing I like about sophisticated ladies is that they take advantage of all the space in their nooks and crannies. I found this. Don't really know how to open it. Oh my god. Oh, hey, there's more than I thought in here. Now this could be awesome. Oh my gosh, what is that? It scared me. Oh, that's pretty cool. These I found, and they're magnets. So you can put them on your fridge and like put whatever the heck you need to up front. But I'm thinking like, it is a great storage solution. Ah, slightly too big. Let me try to move it. Perfect. Maybe, I don't know. Instead of cluttering the front of my fridge, because nay, sophisticated ladies do not do that. Even though I still have a Thanksgiving turkey on my fridge. I do clutter up the side of it though, with all kinds of pictures and artwork, and I just can't get rid of it, okay? So this is supposed to go, oh, it's a snug fit, but it fits. You can put anything you want in them. If you are needing more storage, so maybe for spices or something. Uh-oh, this one doesn't fit. It fits here, but not here or down here. That's silly, isn't it? If you have a little bit more space, you can't even see it. It all looks horrible. There you go. If you have a little bit more space between your fridge and whatever you have, this might be really great for you. I was thinking it would be great for like all the little papers that I get. I could just shove here and not feel guilty about it, you know? Or really hang anything there that you can dream of or think of. I just thought this was a really cool storage solution. So I have a really big problem getting stuff off of my phone, particularly pictures and videos, and it is just clogging up my phone. I get reminders like your iCloud's almost full, you know, all of that stuff. So, I mean, I've got stuff on my phone, pictures and videos from 10 years ago, easily. And I have a really hard time deleting it. I don't want to delete it, but I also don't know where to upload it. A hard drive obviously would be the best solution for that. But when I plug my phone in, it won't show the pictures and videos that I have. So I bought this thing that's supposed to help. It's a card reader, and I thought it was pretty sweet. So I'm gonna put it to the test. It has a USB, and then on the other end, it has a place for me to just like plug my phone in, maybe. So I'm going to a website that I normally upload my photos to, which is Shutterfly. We use Shutterfly, Amazon Photos, which Amazon Photos, you can program it to sync automatically. You can also do the same thing to Shutterfly, but I have so many things on my phone that it always gets bogged down and then it like freezes and doesn't do it. So, ergo, this is the solution to my problem. And if this works, I might cry. Is this real? The password you just used was found in data breach. Literally, this is the password that I've had for this account since I opened it. Like 500 years ago. I've never changed it. Never gotten this notification before. And what's even more weird is that Alex just texted me and said, hey, are you trying to log into a different account? I'm getting notifications, whatever, and he's getting weird phone calls. I'm like, no, I'm not doing anything. What's even more weird is that those have 2 different passwords. This, oh my gosh. Someone's trying to hack my life. It's the government. I will say, I love scrapbooking. I don't do it enough. It's like my one hobby. You know, when people ask you like, oh, what's your hobby? I don't. Do we have time for hobbies these days? Like, I just say like, oh, thrifting, I guess. I don't know, but I really like scrapbooking. I just do it like once every 2 years. And I just don't think that's enough for something that I wish I, you know, had a chance to do more often. I am perpetually 2 years behind on our scrapbooks. And then when I do a whole chunk, I'm like, oh, I got 3 books done. And then I'm like still 2 years behind a couple months later, you know? Anyway, okay. I upload. All right, let's see if it comes up. Can't find my device popping up anywhere. Remember the days where you could just like plug something in, like your memory card, and it would just like pop up on your desktop? What happened to those days? Photos? Don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be this difficult. Oh, remote disk? Original item. What? Do you guys technology? I feel like it's getting harder by the day. Well, I just realized my computer wasn't even registering it, that it was like connected, like my phone. Anyway, so I'm gonna try it on like this side of my computer. Wait, that's not even a USB. Oh my, okay, well, I'm gonna put a pin in this. I've got high hopes. I wonder if there is an external hard drive that connects straight to something like this. It is a problem I need a solution for. So if you know of anything, I'm all ears. Another void I'm trying to fill in my life. This might seem weird, but cookie cooling racks. A while ago, from a garage sale, I think I found these exact racks. Yeah, pretty sure this is it. There are 3 in here. I love that they take up almost 0 storage space. They fold up nice and condensed. And then when you want to use them, obviously you just pop them open. The great thing about this is that they're stackable. So if you don't have a lot of space on your countertop, and you know, during the holidays and stuff, things get cluttered pretty easily, but check it out. And then you can just put all your cookies on here, and it's fantastic. The reason I needed more was because if you're a baked cookies, you usually end up with more than what can fit on this rack, okay? And mine is broken. I love it so much, and I only got 1. She had all 3 at the garage sale. They were like $3, and I was like, no, I'll give you $3, but I only need 1. I don't know what I was thinking. You need more than that. 1 batch of cookies is way more that can fit on this. And then putting them on here, and when the new set comes out and you have to put the cookies on here to cool, you have to like take those off even though they're like not cool all the way, and then put them on the plate, and then sometimes they get smushed because they're not cool all the way and they're still kind of warm. But anyway, I can finally throw this one in the garbage because it is broken and uneven. So when I would put cookies on, they'd kind of like slide through it. So anyway, I'm getting rid of this. I'm so glad that I can add this to my collection. So the next time I make cookies, I'll just have them cooling on these racks, which is so great. The next thing I have to share is something that is so cool. I've seen it on baking shows for, I don't know, ever. And I've always wanted one. And I was like, oh, I don't know. You guys, my kids go through whipped cream a lot. They eat it on their waffles. They eat it on pancakes. They eat it with strawberries and fruit, all kinds of stuff. Avelina makes drinks and then puts her cold foam on top. I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous, but also life with a teenager. So I've come to accept it. Anyway, this is a cream whipper. And I figured this would save us from constantly getting plastic, and like whipped cream isn't cheap. You know what I mean? It's like $6 for one. Am I thinking of the sugar-free one? I don't know. But they're more than they used to be anyway. I feel like it used to be $1.99 and now it's like astronomical. But this, when I get heavy whipping cream from Costco, this is like $3 or $3.99 for all of it. I'm like, this makes a lot of whipped cream, and I would love to make it homemade, like in my mixer, you know, but I don't always do that. So I found this. I thought this was a really good solution. The only caveat is that you have to chill the dispenser in the fridge for 3 hours. It's almost been 3 hours, so I'm gonna pull it out. Oh, you can put different recipes in here. Okay, well, wish me luck. Here is the canister. I'm actually gonna open the box to see. Ooh, it's nice and chilled. And it's all stainless steel. I'm gonna see if they included like any recipes or anything. Oh, I probably need that stuff. Okay, it has a couple of different tops that it comes with. And I don't know what this is, but okay. Oh, does this go here? You know, did I take a piece of paper out or something? Because I feel like I should have more directions than just following a picture. Okay, but it looks like that is on it. And then I have to screw one of these on it. Okay. It says not to fill it up with more than 2 cups of liquid. So I don't need that much. Pop the lid on, shake it up 5 to 7 times it says. That's probably plenty. I don't know, is this just to get everything nice and chill? Let me grab a bowl or a plate or something. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. Uh-oh, that was anticlimactic. Cream, Gordon Ramsay, down. Pull it, nothing. Oh, okay, oh, I got a little drip. I got a drip there. Maybe I have to shake it some more. Okay, maybe I have to loosen the nozzle. Something about that. I feel like I gotta loosen something. All right, let's try again. Food Network. No, just drips. Okay, we've got drips. Got drips. Okay, it does come with instructions. I took it and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put them right here so I know. Oh my gosh, this is lengthy. I just need like a couple lines, you know? None of this is in English. Pour it in, cap on. Oh, something goes inside of the cap? I don't think I have that piece. Hold on. I think I'm missing a piece that could explain it. Something goes in here, but nothing that looks like what I have. It's gonna be a real shame if I don't have the piece for this. Okay, check it. See how there's a little piece that like goes inside of here? I don't have that. Unless it's this, but I don't think it is. I'll try it though. No, yeah, see? No, I don't know what to do. I'm missing a piece. Wait a second. Screw the charger holder on the outlet valve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the heck? Until the charger content is released with a hissing sound. I feel like the whipped cream wants to come out. Food Network? Nothing! Insert the cream charger into the charger holder. Well, I don't have that. Does it come with one? Am I supposed to buy it separately? That wouldn't make any sense. Is it like hiding inside the box? Okay, well, there we go. It won't come out without the charger, but you can see that it's like making the whipped cream. Also, I forgot to add sugar to this. Just like a little bit. A little teaspoon sugar. Powdered sugar. Well. Stay tuned, I suppose, because I'm gonna order another one and hope. Well, whip. That was a letdown and a half. I'm going to bed, that's it.
I'm not the only one because I started reading reviews and this one woman was like, it didn't include the charger, but the description says that it does. So there's that. Maybe it's my fault because I bought one of the cheaper options. Okay, this one was $35 versus $72 for one of them. Also, the chargers for $96 is $57. That's absolutely ridiculous. I feel like it should come with at least one, you know what I mean? I'm sure I could find a smaller pack for a more affordable price, so I'm gonna keep an eye out. And then also that purple one looks really cute. Might go for that one next time.
I've been most excited about this one. I've seen some bougie toasters. Okay, I think ever since I found this one, more have been fed to me because the algorithm's like, oh, you need a toaster? Let me show you this one. Let me show you this one. Do you know how expensive just a plain Jane toaster is? Crazy. I got mine from the thrift store. It is like not the best. It's been a while, okay? And then I obviously got it used, so who knows how old it actually is. But some toasters, just a plain Jane one, it's like 50 bucks or whatever. I don't know. Don't even think about getting like a 4 slaughter. It raises the price even more. And then I saw someone with a toaster that counted down. And I was like, this is exactly what I need. Because it seems like when I'm making toast, it takes forever for it to cook. I feel like a microwave, you can kind of see the seconds count down and mentally prepare, like, okay, it's gonna be a minute, 2 minutes, whatever. But for a toaster, it's just like, I'm at the will of your mercy. I have no idea. I think our sliding doors are open upstairs because it sounds like the lawn guy is in our house. Like, they're so loud. But I'm thankful he's here. Anyway, A couple other toasters that I found. One was hundreds of dollars. Like I want to say close to $400, maybe $350 or something. And that one looked really cool, I'm not even gonna lie. But this one was a lot more affordable, still on the pricier end of things, but I feel like it has all the features that I want out of a toaster while also being bougie, but not too bougie, you know? Oh, look how fresh. So apparently this one has some extra functions. 6 browning levels, thank you. Which one is your level? I'm over here, okay? The darker the better. 6 bread types, so you can put, oh, you can specify like what the heck is in there so it knows exactly how to cook it. The technology is technologicking. Yep, said that. Extra functions, it has a defrost, reheat, and cancel. That's interesting. What are we defrosting? I guess if you keep your bread in the freezer. We used to do that with gluten-free bread because I feel like that went bad so fast. Maybe I can throw some of that meat in here. Defrost it better than that thing is. 25 minutes is a joke. Okay, I'm about to plug it in. Let's watch the magic happen together. Ooh! This is so cool. So it has all the different types of bread. Oh, whatever setting that you want it on. Okay, 3 minutes, a minute. It goes to a minute all the way to 3 minutes, 30 seconds. A bagel takes 5 minutes? What is that, a joke? I guess for the perfect bagel, it's worth it. Got muffin. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm so excited to have this around because you guys know when you're cooking a bagel, it's different than cooking a piece of toast. And then they come out differently and then you have to like spin them around and cook them again and, you know, put it down twice because it's not as dark as I like it. So that's really fun. We used to have a couple of like toaster tongs we would keep in here, but I think they've since broken. But my kids, you know, my kids use them for other things, but they're wooden tongs so that, you know, sometimes the toast gets stuck. And what I like about this one, look how high that sits so that when you go to reach for the toast, it actually like pops up. You know, let's grab a piece of bread. And this is a pretty short piece of bread, but look at that. Oh, wow. It actually sits high enough. I feel like my other toaster, it was barely, I had to like dig in to get it, you know? So I guess we'll do that and see where it gets us, okay? But anyway, the tongs are there to like scoop out your toast or your bread, whatever, bagel, whatever the heck it is, without you burning your fingers. And it's great for the kids. We used to sit there and just like pop it and try to like pop it up so it would fly out of the toaster. Our toaster is like literally the worst. I don't know how we've put up with it for as long as we have, but there we have. That timer is literally everything. Why do I love this so much? Let's watch it together. 1. Ow! Perfection. That is exactly how I like my toast. Yes. Ooh. Ah. I love this. This is amazing. Perfectly cooked on both sides. Do you see that? Our old toaster would cook it on one side and like not the other. This is great. Such a great find. The find of the day, I may say. Someone get me some butter. Have you seen the meme? It's like, oh, the stuff you guys watch these days is so weird. And then flashback to us watching Pee Wee Herman, like spreading butter on the toast. Do you remember that? Every time I would watch that movie, it's like Pee Wee's Big Adventure or whatever, I'd be like, I need butter and toast stat. Well, all in all, I feel like I found some pretty cool things. I have a couple of returns, and we'll see how it goes. I know it's a little different than what I typically do. Like I normally don't push product like this, but I don't know, it's fun every once in a while to do like a sophisticated lady organization kind of thing. And now that it's the new year, I'm sure I'm going to get fed a ton of more items because that's just how the algorithm works. Hopefully I gave you a couple of good ideas if you're looking for, I don't know, random items around your house. I'm always on the lookout for new and interesting things, but not things that are unnecessary. Because I do see a lot of that stuff coming across my page too, and I'm like, oh, that would be great, but is it practical, you know? So I try to be really intentional and more nitpicky when it comes to the things that I share. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.